Ciao a tutti, what's up everyone? Halloween is coming, and for people here in America it is called Halloween. However, if you go to Italy, it is celebrated a little differently than what we know over here in the United States. So Halloween for us is more of an imported holiday. We know what it is, and it's very similar to what we have for the Day of the Dead, which I'm going to talk about in a second. When I was young, we did celebrate Halloween at school. English is mandatory in Italy. I started studying English at 7 or 8. And with English also comes the English culture. So not only they try to teach you the language, but they also try to teach you the culture and the holidays, and so Halloween was one of them. So I grew up knowing what it was, but I didn't quite celebrate it because I'm old. But if you go to Italy now, more and more you will find people that will celebrate it in a way or the other. Now, it's not quite something that belongs to our traditions. So what do we have instead? We have November 1st is called Ogni Santi, so it's the Day of the Saints. I believe you would call it All Saints Day in English, like properly. So what we do, at least in my region and in my family, when I was over there, I would go to church with my mother and my brother sometimes, and we would say a prayer. And then if there are some saints you are especially devoted to, then you would say a special prayer for them and you would feel that connection. So that day is perfect to give your thanks to them and say a prayer for them. And then obviously everything is closed down, it's a national holiday, and then the Pope at noon, he will recite the Angelus at the Vatican. So that's how, in general, a Catholic would celebrate the All Saints Day on November 1st. Then we have another holiday, November 2nd, so the day after, and it's called Il Giorno dei Morti. This is throughout Italy. You go to the cemetery and you bring flowers to your loved ones that are dead, and you say a prayer. You go to church, and that's what I used to do when I was little. I would have to make the round of all cemeteries with my mother, and just, say a prayer to every single uncles and aunts and whomever was dead, and my mom would just stop in front of everybody. So I'm thankful that she gave me this habit, because now at my age I still look back and I still try to follow the traditions as much as I can, even though I moved into another country. So obviously now that I'm here and I'm not close to any cemetery, this is something that I just carry in my heart, and I say my prayers from Los Angeles when I'm alone and I feel like I have to have a spiritual moment. So out of all this talking about saints and Halloween, which is scary, and dead people, there is a cute and very, very tasty thing out of all of this, and that is something that we cook in my region. My region is called Umbria, and it's called Fave dei Morti. I will put a link down here in the description to a cooking blog that I always follow whenever I want to do something that is for Italian recipes. No, I'm not getting paid for this, I just really like them. Towards the middle end of October until the first week of November, if you go to any bakery or any coffee shop, you will probably find these cookies, and they're called Fave dei Morti because, so fava is like a fava bean, it's like a bean. But these are slightly bigger, but not too much. They're probably like maybe 2 inches long. And they are these cookies that taste so freaking good. And they're made out of almonds. And when I make them, I like to add some almond flavorings, like the little tubes. What are those called? They're really good, and everybody eats them throughout that period. There is also room in there. If you want to try to make them, follow this link and let me know how they came out. We only eat them for this period, and then you will not find them again for like the next 11 months. So if you want them, you have to make them from scratch. Let me know if you like these types of videos that are more informative. Clearly, I'm not giving you the whole history of everything and why this happened or why this is called this way, because I'm not a historian. However, I grew up in Italy, so what I like to share with you is how we celebrate certain things according to our tradition, especially from central Italy, which sometimes tends to be different from what they do in the north or in the south or in the islands. Also, if there is any other holiday that you've heard of that is Italian and you would like to know what it is or what we cook for it, like something traditional for that specific day, let me know and I will gladly make a video for it, and I will share my experience and what me and my family do for that. And I will see you next time. Ciao.